Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome to your readings. Today we're asking what is happening in the month of May. So 3 beautiful cards to choose from, and I'm also going to draw some tokens as well, just to help to guide you in. Now, beautiful souls, thank you so much for being here. Before I begin, welcome back to anyone who is already a part of the Moon Magic family here on YouTube, whether it's here on the weekly tarot channel or the monthly tarot channel where I do my all zodiac signs. Welcome, and welcome if you're new. It's amazing to be connecting with you. So we are going to be asking for as much information as we can about the month of May. It may be a key message that comes through. It could be a whole series of messages and information, but let's find out. So for pile 1, we have Seraph of 963. This is your card. In just a moment, I'll draw that extra token as well for anyone that really likes that extra information. So this is card number 21 as well for pile 1. For pile 2, we have card number 39, Ivory Wish Fulfilling Crow. This is for pile 2. And for pile 3, we have card number 15. This is Spirit Bear of 396 Hertz. Spirit Bear of 396 Hertz. So let's draw your tokens. For pile 1, oh, three tokens coming out. Okay, you have the token of 118. I'm going to read you these in just a moment so you can see what they are. We have the token of 135, which looks like a suitcase. We also have the token of 5, which is a cowboy hat. Okay, for pile 2. Okay, I think we might have more. 4, yes. We have 30, which is a gift. 128, which is a compass. We have 4, which is a crown. And we have 41, which looks like 2 beautiful little lockets together. Okay. And we have 2 coming through for pile 3. Okay, we have 103, token 103, and we have the card of yes, 107. Or the token of 107, yes. Okay, I'm actually just going to make sure so you know what they all are. I'm just going to read to you from the book. It's very small and very brief. Okay, so pile 1, you have 118, which is actually the token of creation. You have 135, which is the suitcase, and you have number 5, which is sheriff's hat. Pile 2, you have token 30, which is, I believe, a gift. Yes, here we go. We have, the gift box. You have 128, which is a compass. You have 4, which is a crown. Where are we? Imperial crown. And also 41, which I believe are lockets. Yes, lockets. You have 103 for pile 3, which is 103, which is the winding road. Okay, and then 107, which is yes. Okay, so beautiful souls, I'm going to leave the video running for a little bit longer to give you more time if you need it. This is the point where you need to really trust your own intuition, listen to your gut feeling. If you find yourself being drawn to more than one pile, it could be one of the tokens that is speaking to you particularly, or it could be one of the cards. But trust whatever is really leaping out at you or singing to you. Take as long as you need. I'll leave the video running a few moments longer, and I will see you in the readings. And if it's more than one, go with it. For many people, it often is. Tons of love, and I will see you in the readings in a minute. Pile one, welcome to your reading. I think this might be about being in love, actually. Now, when I say in love, I don't necessarily mean being in love romantically, although it could be about being in love romantically. It could be literally being in that state of love, in that state of gratitude where, I don't know, divine guidance has intervened in a situation and you're just overflowing with the love of gratitude because you just know that you're being looked after, or something has been gifted to you. You could be in a state of love because you're going on holiday. You've got a suitcase here. You could be traveling and you could be really experiencing just the love of the world, of the earth. The sheriff's hat is really important. It's a cowboy hat or a sheriff's hat. So let's see where we go with this. I'm not sure where the hat is sitting. Maybe I'm hearing wearing more than one hat, maybe, or wearing a different hat, perhaps approaching something creatively. But anyway, that's what's just coming through straight away. I'm going to draw cards and we will see what is happening in May for you. Now, this is a reading that's looking at the month of May. What is happening for my pile ones in May? Okay, I'm seeing all of these cards for you. Let's draw your oracle cards as well. May we kindly ask for information about the month of May for my pile ones, please. May I ask kindly for information? We'll have both those, I think, about the month of May for my pile ones, please. May I kindly ask about the month of May for my pile ones? I'm actually seeing, do you know, it's this one that's really singing to me, but I think there may be another as well. May we kindly ask, is there another card here for my pile ones, please? Okay. Almost feel like I can't quite make my mind up. I can't quite, it's almost like I'm being shown different cards. Maybe it's that one too. Let's check in and see what we are shown. So, we have the Son of Swords. We have the Three of Swords. This is the Knight of Swords, by the way. We have the Five of Staffs. We have the Three of Cups. We have the Two of Swords. This is very interesting. We have the Nine of Swords and the Malacca of Coins. Okay, this is the Queen of Pentacles in a traditional pack. We then have Thunder. Ooh, this is exciting. Okay, right, I'll just put that to one side. Let me put these cards out. We've got Mother Earth, the Drum. We have Love, Eagle. We have now I can't think of the name of this. It's a Native American flute, like a pipe. Okay, we have the Bear energy as well, and we have the Otter energy. Okay, I'm just going to shift the camera out to see if I can bring all your cards in view. Bear with me, pile one. There, hopefully you can see everything now. Okay, pile one. What is happening for you in May? I think something potentially will come into your world quite quickly because we have the thunder energy, the thunder spirit energy. It's something that arrives fast with the Son of Swords. I mean, he's arriving quickly. It's happening. It could like a little bit like a bolt out of the blue. And curiously enough, I think it leads you to a place of almost kind of awakening. But I kind of want to say it's not without its conflict either, which is really, really interesting. So with this card, as I said, this is that we have this this man. I think actually it's Coccapelli. I think this is the card of Coccapelli, but he plays the flute. This is almost like, for me, this represents like Kundalini energy rising. We have a lizard here in the background, but can you see that the lizard here is like cut in two? Can you see we have the first half of the lizard here and the second half of the lizard here? So somehow there's like a dream There's a dream, and yet you're divided about it in some way, shape, or form. Okay, so Kundalini energy is rising. You're in a space of creativity. It's like the drumbeat of the earth is calling you. You are in that state of love, of gratitude. There's something that fires you up. I mean, love, the eagle card, Mother Earth. You are in alignment with something. Something kind of wakes you up. It could be a calling. You could, if we think about the way in which this energy could be arriving in your world, you could go on holiday and you could have a holiday romance, for example, or you could go on holiday and be absolutely inspired by something or to do something. But then there's a sort of maybe a conflict about how you make it real here, because the Two of Swords suggests a difficult decision. The Five of Swords suggests, the Five of Staffs rather, my apologies. The Five of Staffs suggests, and like it's competitive. There's something of a competitive environment. The Nine of Swords is kind of like, I don't quite know how to do this. And even the Three of Swords suggests, there's having said that, the Three of Swords is very much, I feel, although it brings the energy on of a broken heart, there's also opportunity to heal it. When we bring something into the open, we can actually begin to move it forwards. We can begin to heal. So sometimes the Three of Swords initiates the beginning of a healing process, especially with so much love in your reading. Perhaps the dilemma could be, if I use the example of a holiday romance, let's say you were brokenhearted and you've really, really been struggling with relationships, and suddenly you go on holiday, you meet somebody, and it's like, well, what do I do with this? How can this be permanent? I'm not at home, and and can I really trust this or believe in it? Or it could present you with all kinds of like stuff going on in your head, all the kind of what ifs, what I would call the what if territory of our mind, as opposed to just sitting in a space of calm possibility, which is actually what you're being invited to do here. So what I want to say is that something arrives with speed. I think it could be quite sudden because we have the Son of Swords and the thunder energy, thunder spirits. And on the one hand, I think it is utterly joyous. I think it wakes you up. It makes you want to get out of bed in the morning. It fires you up. It makes you believe in life and gratitude and wonderfulness. And I have to tell you this, beautiful souls, the most beautiful white feather has just literally floated. And when I say floated, I really mean that. Floated across the window in front of me. I mean, literally, it kind of like moved in and just like hovered, and then it's moved across like really gently. It's stunning. What a stunning confirmation. A beautiful white feather, and to literally float across, I guess, almost like your pathway. Now, this is, it fires you up, but you're torn about it. You don't quite know. I think this is literally it. It's like you're torn. What do you do? Which way do you go? How are you going to make this happen? What do you do? I'm going to say this reading is inviting you to really honour your passion. What we have here, Malika of Coins, are, I genuinely don't know whether these are pomegranates or passion fruit, but whether they are pomegranates or passion fruit, both represent fertility. The Malika of Coins is the Queen of Pentacles. I think I always think of the Queen of Pentacles as the Queen of self-care, because, Pentacles are very much about our health and our wealth. I think that this opportunity, the arrival of something creative, spontaneous, unexpected, I think this is putting you in touch with love, with gratitude. As I said, could even be a circumstance that appears to fix something. Maybe you've been in a competitive environment where there's been antagonism and suddenly it gets resolved, but you've also then got to decide where you go from here. It would be like if you were in a very competitive environment and suddenly a magical solution kind of appears, but then it's like, do I commit to continuing on this pathway because it didn't feel like it was good, but now it is, and can I really trust it? Something presents you with, basically you're torn, a conflict as to how you then proceed after something has awoken you, got you fired up, made you think, wow, with passion, this is something that I want. I feel amazing. I mean, it's exhilarating, it's gorgeous. It's like you feel in alignment. It is like being in love. The seraph of 963 hertz, the seraphims are angels that embody love. And you are fired up. This feels good. These two cards, the bear energy and the otter energy, I think are literally inviting you to take your time. Get still. The bear energy is very reflective. The bear sits in the west of the medicine wheel. This is a place of mirrors. We've got two mirrors here. Look at it from all perspectives. And look for what I would call creative, playful solutions. I want to say, don't take the dilemma of what to do too seriously. Okay, because this could be like, let's use the example of the holiday romance. And you think, well, this is impossible. We would never be able to surpass the distance between us. Don't worry about it. Take your time. It honestly doesn't matter. Do not be concerned about it. Don't overthink it. There'll be a creative solution that you can sort out here. Think about it. Look at it from all perspectives. There will be a way of being able to work through this. There really, really will. You'll be able to find a solution. This is suggesting that almost, I want to say that you sit in the presence of love and enjoy the very essence of what this actually means. Enjoy the love. Treasure the love. Be in the moment. I kind of want to say sit in a space of possibility rather than impossibility. Don't make a big deal out of it, really. Yeah, don't overthink it. Let's get some more cards and find out. We'll draw your more tarot cards. I mean, this is one tarot pack. I'm going to use a second one. Let's get some more information for you. Let's find out more from my pile ones. May we kindly ask for more information about this situation, maybe what to do, or any information. How can pile one proceed once this something fires you up, puts you in tune with, your own Kundalini energy. I mean, the Five of Staffs, even though it is a card of competitiveness, it's an invitation to step up, not down. Let's see what else we are shown here. Can we please have guidance? Let's see what we are shown for my lovely pile one. Okay, right, for starters, well, you've got the Four of Wands as your very first card. I find this unbelievably exciting for you. Okay, so, I'm seeing the Five of Wands here. How exciting, because this is the same, the Five of Staffs, it's the same card. Right, so first off, you have Four of Wands. This is a card of make a commitment. I think this is make a commitment to the potential that is being offered here. Okay, just make a commitment. Don't worry about the hows, whys, wherefores, or how you do this. This is something that has spark, it has potential. I think with reflection and creativity, you'll be able to find solutions. We then have the Ten of Cups. Absolutely. What a confirmation of the potential. Make a commitment to the potential. The Ten of Cups is a card of absolute joy and happiness. And it's a card of joy and happiness in love. So whether this is actual love, like intimacy, romance, whatever it is, or it is a card of the love of something, this is absolutely worthy of committing to. Now, we have the Five of Wands showing up again. Now, I think this is fascinating because what I love about this card, let me see if I can just get the camera to focus on this card for you, just so you can really, I don't know if it will do that because there's so many cards for the camera to try and focus on it. It may not. Is it going to focus? I hope so. what I love about this card is, and I don't know if it's really showing, whether I can show it to you, but they're really joyous. It's like this guy has a smile on his face. It's like this is playful. You know, this is playful competition. This is collaboration. This is like the difference between two people who have a disagreement, kind of almost like going to war, versus, you know, let's have a football match or a contest, you know, and let's have some fun with it. It's like, I'm not suggesting there is a war energy around you. I don't see that at all. I must just add that, thinking of my language. But genuinely, what I'm seeing is, I think the conflict here is much more internal than external. It's you thinking, how can I make this happen? How is this possible? It is possible. And look at the Queen of Wands. I mean, she is the queen of empowerment. She's the queen of transformation. So your reading is saying, with this opportunity, whatever has landed in your world, fired you up, ignited your dreams, even though you are torn very much about how to proceed or how you could make it possible, put down your doubts. Sit in this space of possibility. We have Temperance. Yeah, transformation possibility is available. We have 10 of Wands. Interesting. We then have the 2 of Cups. We then have the card of Strength. Okay. And lastly, we have the Knight of Wands, who I'm going to sit under the Queen here, right in the middle. How amazing is that? In fact, if we're truly going to put you in the middle, it's here, I believe. That would be right, wouldn't it? Right. Okay. Your reading is suggesting that you make a commitment to this. Obviously, no reading will ever tell you what to do. You have conscious free will and choice. But your reading is suggesting this is an opportunity that is really, really, really worthy of pursuing. Worthy of making a commitment. It can bring in a great deal of happiness. It could, for some of you, be a collaboration. You know, I've spoken about what this would mean to be in love, and I guess that could be a collaboration in a relationship of love, but it could also be a collaboration in a working alliance, and actually, you know, working in a team, in which case I think this will be amazing. But the Queen of Wands can transform, she can shift, she can change. And Temperance is suggesting there will be a balanced way of moving this forwards. So, for example, if you've just met someone and fell in love on a holiday romance, you'll be able to work out a way of navigating things so that in the interim and the immediacy of things, before you can really move things forwards, you will be able to find a way of, I don't know, navigating 2 different locations, for example. You'll be able to work this out. The 10 of Wands is... It's kind of showing us here, I think, that the burden of working out how to do this, I feel like it's going to be shown to you probably one wand at a time, one step at a time, because this figure is blindfolded. So it's suggesting to me that you know that there are things that you need to overcome in order to make this possible, but you kind of don't quite know. You don't quite know what the solution will be. But you kind of don't, do you? I mean, if you think about, you know, if we say, look, love is blind, you know, when you fall in love, you don't know how that's going to work out. You're going to have to work it out along the way. But if you can really have the strength and the courage, look at the bear here, to sort of trust and believe that you can, with Temperance, work things out where you take both sides of the story into account, then you're going to be able to move this forwards. You know, we've got bear energy showing up twice. And we've got the 2 of Cups, which is love. You know, whatever this collaboration, this connection, this project, this relationship is for you in May, whatever shows up and it comes riding into your world, I think that this has an amazing future. That's what we're being shown here. It really, really has a fantastic, fantastic potential. And what your cards are suggesting here is that you, rather than focus on impossibility, you focus on possibility. yes, there are definitely things you're going to have to work out in order to make this real. You're going to have to navigate some responsibilities. What if you both, I'll go back to the romantic energy, but apply this to a project, apply it to whatever it might be in the context of your world. Whatever you apply it to, rather than thinking about the number of things that have to be sorted out. Let's say you've fallen in love with somebody on the other side of the world on holiday, or they've fallen in love with you, or there's a project you could work with somebody. How are you going to get this off the ground? Okay, well, there are things that have to be worked out. But if you trust and take your time with temperance, just trust that you'll be guided. Take your time, and just because you can't see the solution to every single element of your circumstances that has to be sorted first, all you actually have to do is trust in the love. Trust in the Kundalini energy. Trust in how creative this feels. Trust in, how connected this feels. Trust in it. And if you trust in that deep-seated feeling, and the angels that are the seraphims that are swarming around you in this energy of love and gratitude, you'll be shown what to do, and it will move forwards. We have the Knight of Wands. This is a fast moving card. This is going to build. I don't think you're going to have to wait forever for the solutions to come to you. I think they're going to come to you quite quickly. I almost feel like this is, life is short. Time is speeding up, or I think it is anyway. It's something I notice, and if you look at the times astrologically, the major outer planets that have a really, really big influence on the global energies and all of our longer term futures, they're in, all of the outer planets are now in fire and air, so time is moving faster. If we're in water and earth, things are a little bit slower. Things are going to be speeding up. And I don't think you have to wait for long for solutions to arrive. What you need to have is the courage of your convictions and the ability to be really balanced and creative about how you approach this opportunity. But what I see for you, my beautiful Pile 1, is a very significant opportunity. It could be an opportunity, as I said, for abundance with the Malika of Coins. But however we look at it, it could be love with the Ten of Cups. Whatever this is, there is an opportunity. I think it comes into your world very fast and almost unexpectedly. But or the power of it, the potential of it, the energy, the excitement. That's what's unexpected. It's like it wakes you up. Like a bolt out of the blue, it wakes you up. And because of this energy, as I said, I can see you being torn about how do we make this possible? How do we negotiate this? But whatever this is, it can be negotiated. Everything here can be overcome. This is about having the strength of your commitment to see it through, kind of almost, as I said, one step at a time, one wand at a time. And I think this has a very, very powerful potential, future potential here. That's what I think we're being shown here. So, my lovely Pile 1, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, commenting. Thank you so much to all of you who give back through the super thanks in the comments and have been making donations. You are truly, truly appreciated. I am wishing you what looks to be a remarkable month of May. And yeah, I thank you so much in every way for everything that you do. Thank you as well. I just want to say thank you to those of you who are in the YouTube members area and also on Patreon, because your donations really do help to support the channel. And just thank you, all of you, for being here. Have an amazing May, Pile 1. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. Before I draw your cards, actually, I do just want to tune into what we have here already, because I know that we can say, and I think this is fair comment for any of us who are walking a spiritual pathway, and you wouldn't be following these readings if you weren't, but the month of May is absolutely guided for you, literally step by step. It's like a compass. You're going to be, I think, shown the way to something, because the ivory wish fulfilling crow is. It's a very, very specific energy. I can't believe this. I cannot believe this. I have to tell you this. Do you know, something happened in pile one as well during the middle of pile one's reading, and I always pick up on anything that I'm shown. Literally, as I was just saying this about the crow, outside my window, a massive crow literally flew directly to my window. If you can imagine that this is the window here, I'm looking through it, and this crow just flew literally to here and just swooped above the window, wings wide open. I mean, what a sign of confirmation. Right. This card speaks of the wish fulfilling tree and of a very ancient guide, and I can't remember the name, I'd have to look it up in the book, who sits in that tree. And this is a guide who's had this is a guru who's had many lives. This is about relinquishing the ego and being in such a space of high consciousness that, but it's basically something that you really want is coming to you. Every step of the way is to be guided. When we look at the lockets coming together, sovereignty, your own self-mastery, the compass, being shown a gift. So this is about something that you really desire coming to you in May, but every step of the way is guided. I can't believe the way that crow just came forward, literally. I mean, that's just the most phenomenal. God, I wish I had had a camera to capture that. Right, let's draw cards and see what else we are shown here. Something is coming towards you in May, literally. Sometimes I do readings, what is coming towards you, or who is coming towards you, or something is coming towards you. Something or someone is coming towards you. Okay. May we kindly ask for information about May from my lovely pile twos. May we kindly ask. I'm seeing those two. May we kindly receive information from my lovely pile twos about the month of May. Yes, that one too. Okay. What do we have here? Six of Swords. Oh, this is really exciting. Okay, I'm seeing because I'm seeing the Chariot already. So this is the card of the Chariot, Wali, in a traditional pack. We have the Six of Swords. We then have the Four of Staffs, which is the Four of Wands. Yeah, look at, it's interesting, something coming towards you. You also move towards it. We have the card of Harvest as well, the Son of Coins. Okay, yeah, something is being gifted to you, but you're also moving towards it. This isn't like you're not sitting in a passive position. I think this is something that you have actively been moving towards, that then comes to you. I don't think it's not like something that feels like it's out of the blue or something that's completely unexpected, unless it moves forwards more quickly than you had expected. Particularly with the Son of Coins, this is an energy of harvest where we've worked for something. And it's like the harvest comes in. Sometimes when you're quite tired, when you've almost reached a point where you think it's never going to arrive. So the Five of Swords and the Ten of Swords is really interesting. Okay, so I'm seeing something here, and we've got the card of the Emperor. Okay, this is an interesting part of your story here, because Five of Swords, something that has really been a conflict for you, I think you're absolutely able to put it behind you. It comes to an end, a period, of difficulty. Now we have the Ghost Dance and the Council. We have the Forest. This is a card of support, how beautiful. We have wisdom, the beaver, and look at this with the birch trees. The birch trees symbolize new beginnings, new opportunities. And then you have the eagle. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, I wonder if you see something differently with the eagle. The eagle, of course, is also about the east direction on the medicine wheel, so it's a new beginning. I think actually we'll put your cards like this, and we should be able to have everything in view for you. Okay, let's really tune in with this. Yeah. I will draw more tarot cards in a moment, but let's just sit with what we have here for you for the month of May. Okay, so something comes to you, it's a gift. It's a wish that is fulfilled. I think you have worked for it. You've got support and wisdom, a new beginning. There's a turnaround. Now, whatever comes to you, I think it enables, it's really interesting, it enables you to put something behind as well, to finish, something will be finished here as well. It could, for some of you, even be that you acquire or attain peace of mind, or your own self-mastery over, I mean, if you've experienced depression, even if some of you have experienced suicidal feelings or despair or challenge, there is something that you overcome. And I think that there is something about your connection with ancestors, with the divine, particularly with your ancestors actually and your guides. Maybe also revelations about your past life with the ivory wish fulfilling crow. You're being steered. Now, some of the readings that are coming through in recent times are really highlighting something of the energy that we are dealing with at this profound time of phenomenal transformation. And because this is what's happening, humanity is being upgraded. And some of the readings that are coming through at the moment are really highlighting and acknowledging almost different, your pathway and your part to play in this. I love that we have the Son of Coins, because this is like getting to the end of a journey, getting the harvest after a lot of work. I feel for some of you this could be about like mental anguish, thinking patterns, with all of the swords here, difficult choices and decisions, stuff that you've really had trouble putting down, stuff you've had to process, you've really had to work. It's like you've finally overcome this. It's like that place of self-mastery. Because the Ghost Dance and the Council are really interesting, very powerful cards. Both of them connect to ancestors, and the council it's almost a card that talks about the council of elders who sit there, and you have a place in that council of elders. You have a place in that circle, and that place is reserved for you throughout all of time. But it's kind of like it's the point where we face ourselves, we look at ourselves. The eagle, or indeed, I think it's probably more a falcon than an eagle, but nevertheless, this is having that bird's eye view. This is the ability to see clearly. With crows, we can journey, the crow energy takes us between the worlds. With Wali, this is the card of... here am I. This is card of the Chariot. My apologies, faltering for a moment. But what was really catching my eye was this black horse and this white horse. Being able to see into the shadows and into the light. Sort of knowing of yourself. There's something where you see yourself differently, or you're given sight, or you're given the support to be able to sit in a position of wisdom where some of you may literally almost find yourself being revered, with these two pendants coming together. It's like you may be, I mean, also, I'm going to say as well, because there's like a mirroring energy here, you could actually meet, the gift could be somebody who meets you on equal terms. That could be the harvest. If you've had sort of inner issues, you meet somebody, you face yourself, you overcome yourself. So you could meet a kind of a twin flame, I suppose, if that's the ideal gift for you. But this is way more than just a connection with someone else. This is your connection with your higher self. It's your connection with your ancestors. It's your connection with your guides. It's your ability to see through a different lens and own that gift. If you have been wanting to follow a spiritual pathway, or you've been not able to trust your intuition, not able to trust the vision that you're shown, you will know. You can trust that pathway. You can trust the fact that your guides and your ancestors speak through you. You're granted the gift of sight, or you're granted the ability to really know what you're being shown. It's like to know without a shadow of a doubt. So self-doubt is put behind you. I feel this reading, this journey, is deeply personal to you, and it really does connect to your spiritual calling, your spiritual pathway, but very specifically in terms of you seeing through a different lens, which you may well have been seeing forever, like that crow coming forwards. You know, you may have been working in shamanic ways, or in learning to use your sight, your vision, your intuition, all of the clairs, your clairaudience, your clairvoyance. But this is a month where it becomes consolidated. You know it. You know you're being guided. You can actually trust it. You can take action according to this information that you're shown, because you can trust it. And therefore you move into a different space of being, where you can sit among the elders in, through the worlds, really. Sit amongst them and own your place, own your sovereignty in your ability to have this knowledge, have this wisdom, and to use it wisely, and to use the knowledge and wisdom for the good of the whole. It may well be that circumstances arrive in your world where you are called to address something in a different way, or from a position of leadership, but it's leadership through awareness of the bigger picture. But this feels like it's not sort of exactly a leap in your spiritual growth and awareness, but more what I would say a consolidation of what you know, where you know it with certainty. May we kindly ask for more information, please? Can we be shown further information for my pile 1? We see the 8 of Wands, which is a card of kind of I just feel this is a fast energy. We're moving forwards, but look at the lightning here, and look at the way you stride forwards with confidence. If there's anything going on around you where you are not sure of something, or you haven't been sure of yourself, I think that's shifting and changing. I think you will move forwards with great sovereignty, great certainty, great decisiveness. We have the 6 of Swords showing up again. This is looking ahead. We have the 10 of Wands, which is an interesting card to see in this position. What else do we have here? The 10 of Wands, the 2 of Wands. Okay. Yeah, this is interesting. We then have the 10 of Wheels. And this one. Oh, how beautiful. We have the Hanged Man. I love the Hanged Man in this particular pack, because it's so... It's somebody diving into what I would call the surrender of the universe, the knowledge that everything is guided. You are entering this space of infinite knowledge, of infinity. Things are going to flow, and you know it. You can trust it. God, you move into a space of trust. Now, I do think there could be a circumstance or a situation around you, my beautiful pile 2, in May, and the situation may be around you already as you watch this reading, that is not exactly causing you a problem, but it feels like there are hiccups or bumps in the road at a time of moving through and beyond something, of learning your gifts, of learning your abilities, learning your sight. And I think these bumps in the road are very, very purposeful. If you're finding yourself feeling a little bit overloaded by anything or in any state of conflict, I think circumstances with the Ten of Wheels, Ten of Pentacles here, will be guided to give you that position of complete and utter trust in stuff being worked out. I think you're going to know through and through, because of circumstances in May, that you are guided, that you are protected, that you are absolutely in communication every step of the way with source, with spirit, with a higher power, you could call it, whether it is God, source, spirit, angels, however, whatever you connect with, whatever language you use. You'll know that they communicate both with you and through you. Something comes to fruition with the Ten of Wheels. This is a card, and look at the dog here, loyalty. There's a loyalty here. But the loyalty is more. It's like, I feel like you're going to be given undeniable proof in the month of May that you are guided and that you are on a particular path. And this path is one of support, beginnings, knowing your place in your connection to that council of people. Don't know how better to say it. But it is absolutely, you're being given a gift. Now, I'm going to ask a bit more about the gift. Yeah, it's like undeniable proof. Even if you're sitting in that space of, I really don't quite know, I'm carrying a lot, I really need some help with this, the help just magically appears. What is the gift, may I ask? The gift, I guess, is probably this. What a gift. The sight, the trust, the amazingness, the belief, the Ten of Cups we have. Yeah, what a gift. This is connection, it's relationship, it's family, it's love. But it's long-term love. Wow. Okay. Again, I want to say you'll know that you're loved. You'll know that you're guided. Undeniable proof. And it means that something of difficulty, challenge, can be put behind you. It may mean that there is a challenge around you. With the Ten of Wands and the Two of Wands, Ten of Wands is too much responsibility or carrying a burden, not being sure how to move something forwards. Perhaps the burden of a decision. The burden of being able to make a decision. Look at the difference here between the Two of Wands, where we have these two beautiful rams, but they're butting heads, to look at the Sultan here with these two rams parted, sitting quietly and peacefully next to him. If any of you are in a situation where you find yourself in the middle of two people, this could happen to some of you. This could be partly how you discover your sovereignty, that there could be a conflict and you find yourself being the mediator, the person who resolves the conflict. Perhaps your loyalties are even divided and you find that you're not torn apart. You can actually sit on both sides of the coin. You can see it from both perspectives. And you step into your own sovereignty and you hold that position and you are revered for it. People admire your sovereignty. But it's because you can see it from that position of, again, like the ancestors, from all sides. Whatever the conflictual energy is, and I do think there is some around you, you are the person who comes through on top of this, being seen, almost taking your place in the council of elders. You're revered, your wisdom is recognised, your capacity to see, to hold that higher vision is recognised. And whether you are kind of viewing it through the lens of the practicality of your world, where people are really seeing you in a position of leadership, or you recognise that you are being guided by spirit, you are being guided. Okay, I will ask about the conflict. Could we ask about any information about the conflict itself? I'm seeing this. And these. Okay, we have the Five of Swords, we have the King of Swords, we have the Ace of Wands, and we have the Four of Wheels. Okay, this is super good. So what we've got with the Five of Swords is a card where, in a way, I sort of, what I'm seeing with you here is you do have to sort of potentially make a choice. We've got the Five of Swords showing up twice. So I feel you will have to make some sort of clear-cut decision about something. It could be about a situation. You could be actually be taking charge of your own mental capacity, as I said, your own thinking patterns, taking charge, being resolute. I am seeing you being resolute about something here, whether it's internally or it's an external situation. And with the Ace of Wands, I'm seeing you being really empowered. I'm also seeing generosity here with the Four of Pentacles. You know, this is a card where we can be it can be a very benevolent card. It can also indicate a need not to hold on to something, not to cling to something. So again, I'm seeing you let go of, if this is an internal pattern, I'm seeing you let go of it once and for all, finding that place of wisdom, of sight, of vision. Or if you are dealing with somebody else's circumstances, you're caught in the middle, you're able to put it down. I want to say don't hold on to anything that limits your ability to hold that higher vision. For some of you, this is also like a really profound connection, like with your higher self, just being able to navigate your life differently, the freedom, the liberation of navigating your life through a higher vision, through that higher perspective, knowing you're gifted, knowing you're guided. I feel this is possibly your reading, actually. I will just sit and see if any more cards need to come through for you, pile two. This is a gift indeed. Because to move from a space where you're not held back by what I would call the demands of the ego, the insecurities of the ego, the stuff that does our heads in, you know, the internal thinking patterns or the reactivity of the ego mind or the limitations of the ego mind, truly stepping into a place of profound fulfillment, of just being able to constantly know every minute, every second of the day that you are in relationship with your guides, with source, with spirit, that you are guided every step of the way, that you can live your life from a space of trust. I think that is a gift indeed, and I feel that the biggest message coming through is that whatever your personal circumstances, and I do think your world is not without its conflicts or its difficulties, internal or external, but whatever those circumstances are, you are going to be blessed and guided through them in a way that will leave you with undeniable proof that Source Spirit, your higher self, those from the other realms, the Council of Elders, your guides, your angels, God, all of and everything that supports you, nature itself, the trees speaking to you, I think you will be given undeniable proof that you are being supported and protected every single step of the way. And this is one of the most profound gifts that can ever be offered to you. It's one of the biggest blessings, because from henceforth with the birch trees, as you move forwards in your life, that knowledge from within you, that light from within you, it's like the eternal flame that sits within you. It's never going to go out. And that will change the landscape of your world, hence the Ten of Swords followed by the Sultan, the Emperor. That light from within you that will never go out is going to change the landscape of your world, how you feel, how you think, and therefore what you create, literally forever. I think this is phenomenal and huge and mind-blowingly, I mean, truly, this is one of the most magnificent gifts and blessings that could ever be bestowed upon any of us. Conflict, overburden behind you. Literally freed from constant indecision to a place of, actually, I'm very, very clear. I know I'll be shown the way. I can always make decisions and choices. I'll always be shown what I need. You know, I have a choice. I don't have to hold on to things. What I need will be given to me. Wow, 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 and more wow. Pile 2, this is your reading for May. I am blown away, significantly blown away. I think this is fundamentally your relationship with God, with Source, with Spirit, with your higher self, with all of the other realms. The way that crow flew in, I mean, mind-blowing. Mind-blowing confirmation right at the start of your reading. Just as that gift is coming into you, you too are moving towards it, you are open to it, and I think this is the month when you are absolutely fully and ready to receive. Wow, just wow, wow, and more wow. Pile 2, tons and tons of love. Thank you so, so much. Do comment, let me know what's happening in your world. Thank you for all of your comments, for your sharing, for the way that you support me and one another. And thank you so much to all of you who give back through the super thanks as well. You know, it really does help to support the channel. Thank you to those of you who donate, and also those of you who are part of the membership area. You know, it's really, really, and also Patreon. Thank you. All of you do support me in putting free stuff into the world. So tons and tons of love. Welcome if you're new, and thank you so much to all of you who subscribe and share and like. Tons of love, Pile 2. This is quite something. It really, really is. Wonderful, Pile 3. Welcome to your readings. Now, we're asking what's happening in May, and this card actually speaks about healing you from emotions such as fear and guilt, which is really interesting. We also have a pathway, like a destiny pathway, with this token and a yes. So let's find out what is happening for my beautiful Pile 3s in the month of May. I'm seeing these ones just here. There's like a little cluster of them just here, and there's quite a lot of cards, but we're going to go with them. That is what I'm seeing, and also that one too. Okay, those are your tarot cards. Let's draw your oracles as well. See what else we are shown. I'm seeing this and also this one. May we kindly ask what is happening for my Pile 3s in the month of May. Gosh, lots of cards coming out for you. I think the one on the base was really just edging. I don't normally slip. I'm just going to look at this. Sacred medicine, sage. Okay, cleansing. Let's just, let's keep that card out, because being healed from some kind of an emotional issue or some kind of emotions that sit within you, like you know, this is a cleansing that's being given to you. It's a gift. Let's see what we are shown in your cards. We'll place this over here and look at everything. We have, okay, so Son of Staffs. Okay. Wow, this is the Page of Wands. We have, I think it's the Page, it might actually be the Knight. I think of it in this, actually, yes, daughters are the pages, the Sun is the Knight. So you have the Knight of Wands. This is a card that moves very fast. There's a fast energy. We have the Five of Swords. So I'm hearing a release again with that cleansing card. You're releasing something. We have the Tower energy. We have the Four of Swords. We have the Shower of Coins. We have the Ten of Cups. Well, this is really, really lovely. Okay, we've got the Ten of Cups. We've got Wali, which is the Chariot. Let's move all these along a little bit. If I just move this along, our beautiful Spirit Bear, I think we can put those cards at the end as well. Right, Ten of Cups, the Chariot. We have Spirit Plate Offering. We have Truth Turtle. Oh, what a new beginning there is for you. Oh, wowza, 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 wow. This is amazing. This card is smoke. It's purification. It's like sage. I mean, this is almost certainly what is being burned here. You are to be purified. You are to be released from something. Something, gosh, do you know what's really coming through here? This pathway, destiny coming through here. You are to be released from something, and it is, it was a karmic contract that you were, you made an agreement before you came here to do something, to do a piece of work, to uphold something. It could have been a contract where you said that you would, I don't know, for example, if any of you have been processing genetic trauma or something along those lines, but you came here, there's something about your karmic contract. You made an arrangement to come here and uphold something. Or, I'm going to say, something when you were a child, with the Ten of Cups showing up here, I'm seeing these children here. Or you could have made a contract with yourself as a child, to do something or to uphold something or to do something in a particular way. You are to be released from that contract. And it's a contract that has been weighing heavy. It will be something whereby you've almost thought, oh God, here I am again. You know, one of those scenarios where you think, here I am again, you know, or there seems to be a pattern that keeps following me. How has that happened again? Right, you're to be released from this. And it is such a blessing. We have water, purification coming through again, and the vision quest. Wow, this is amazing. This is freeing you to move forwards to a very, very different future. I think you are to be freed from something that has got in the way. With the Shower of Coins, this could even be for some of you like something that has really affected your health, because you know, the coins, the Shower of Coins, where we overcome some element of some issue within our health. For some of you, it could be love, where you haven't been able to feel that you can manifest or have a healthy relationship. For some of you, you haven't been able to speak your truth. For some of you, you've been overgivers. You know, you've given more than you've received. You know, you are to be purified. Whatever was at the root of, if you think of all the things that I've just talked about, you know, overgiving, for example, or feeling like you have to live a life of lack, or you can never quite have something, or, you know, feeling as though you can't have a voice. All of these things have their roots in something. All of these things go back to something, and some of them go back to more than one life. But wherever they've come from, they leave an emotional residue. They leave like an emotional, it's what I call in my therapeutic practice. For those of you who don't know me, if you're new to me, I was a therapist, counsellor, full-time psychotherapist for a long, long time. About 28, nearly probably 30 years, probably a bit more than that even now. And when something happens to us, it leaves what I would call emotional scar tissue. the emotional residue of damage or hurt or difficulty or constraint or frustration or trauma. And by trauma, it can be a big event, or trauma can also be stuff whereby it's what I often use the terminology of what I call the trauma of normality, where something is not okay, and it's not okay for a long period of time, and there's nothing you can rely on. You can't feel safe, and each time something you begin to trust, something comes along, and it damages that trust again. And each time that happens, you turn the volume control of your alert system up a little bit. Then it goes up a bit more, and then up a bit more. But it's never turned down. And you reach a point where you are actually living with the impact of an ongoing could be a lack of responsiveness, or an ongoing, whatever it is, it's ongoing, and it's a lack of a feeling of isolation, or the world, I can't trust anything, I can't believe in anything, or if I have anything, it will be taken away, or all this kind of stuff. Everything like this has its roots in something, whether it's a big event or it's a consistent trauma of normality, a consistent period of we can never quite relax, we can never trust. You are to be cleansed. I think you're to be given a major gift. I probably, rather than terming these readings what's happening in May, I should probably really put, what blessing is to be given to you in May. These readings are blowing me away. Now, I know astrologically there is a massive turnaround happening. There's a massive shift of energy in May. If you haven't yet checked out the moon month energy update and various other readings that I've done around this, you might want to check them out too. But truly, I think in May you are blessed with a healing, and it frees you. It's the end of a karmic contract. I mean, that's the deal here. Yeah, some kind of karmic contract. Many lives contributing to it, or simply your current life contributing to it. You are to be cleansed, to be smudged, to be renewed. Wow, and this is life-changing. This is life-changing. Now, I do want to say, with the Four of Swords, that you may find during this month that events happen that are quite big, that it feels quite groundbreaking. And also, I want to say you may find that you need to take pockets of time when you just you chill out. Pockets of time to meditate are obviously always good. And given the message that's coming through so far, I'm going to draw more cards. I'm going to get another pack out in a moment for you, another tarot pack. But given the messages that are coming through here for you, with this incredible cleansing, I feel like it could happen quite fast with the Son of Staffs coming in here. And so you may find that you get pockets of time where you are really, really feeling quite tired. That is not a negative. It's because literally, almost like at a cellular level, you're being cleansed. So you're going to need to take pockets of time where you need to rest. So I just need to really say there's a big message coming through, like really, really adopt a regime of self-care. And I would also say, please adopt a regime as well of meditation. Sometimes our daily spiritual practice, we lapse. That's okay. That's cool. We all, our busy worlds take over. Really, truly try to really, really adopt a regime of spiritual self-care. Cleanse yourself daily. Also really look after your energy, because this is a big breakthrough moment. Yeah, this is a really, really big breakthrough moment. I mean, that's what I'm seeing. It's a spiritual, it's a spiritual cleansing. It's a physical cleansing. It's like a healing on such a whole new level of stuff. This is huge. Let's draw more cards and see what we can find out for you. Let's get some more information for my lovely pile threes, please. What is happening for my pile threes in May? Can we get details perhaps about how this occurs, or is there anything else my pile threes need to know? Lots of cards coming through for you. Maybe get information and details for my pile 3s, please. Okay, we have the 5 of Wands. That's interesting because this is a card of competitiveness, but it's a card that calls us to step up, not down. We've also got 3 Swifts, so I feel something can change swiftly. Okay. Yeah, let's put these across. Let's see, where should we put these? Maybe if we move these cards down a bit, and we'll run these through the middle just to see how the month is panning out for you. I'm going to put that up there because I think we might want another card from this pack too. Okay, so we've got 5 of Wands. We've got the 2 of Wands. How interesting. Some of these cards have come out in the other readings. If you were drawn to any of the other readings, I would be checking them out. We have 9 of Wands. We have the 6 of Swords. We have the 7 of Wands. This is a real story unfolding. We have the Empress. We have the Hanged Man. And then we have the King of Swords. How interesting. Sitting beneath the Shah, the King of Pentacles. Okay. I'm going to draw one more card for here as well. Let me get that pack out for us. Let me kindly have another card for my pile 3s. Here it is. Okay, the Andean Cross. Wow, that is really fascinating. This is a card of the shaman. I mean, this is the card of a whole new quest in life, a whole new vision, a whole new direction. So the cleansing that you're receiving is really, really coming with purpose. How interesting. This karmic contract that is being ended, funnily enough, I actually feel it's being cleared and cleansed because it's almost like there's a new journey awaiting you, a new chapter, well, almost like I would venture to say a new book rather than a new chapter. How interesting. You're being definitely called to step up. With the 2 of Wands, your world is at a turning point. It's time for one chapter to close and a new one to begin. So this is a very powerful month for you. With the 9 of Wands, the 9 of Wands tends to indicate almost like a final hurdle, that the last... Again, it's the last challenge of a cycle that needs to be completed in order to move forwards. The 7 of Wands is a card of genuine empowerment. It's almost like if you think of the 5 of Wands, which is a card that calls you to step up. The 7 of Wands takes it that step further. The 7 of Wands can indicate envy or even jealousy sometimes from people because you are seen to be kind of like the amazing you that you are. We have the Empress. Now this is a card of fertility, of abundance, and she's sitting here with birch trees. Birch trees symbolise a new phase in life. The Hanged Man is a time of surrender. We've got the infinity symbol. I love this Hanged Man because this is like diving into a new adventure with great commitment. This is fascinating. Not only is a karmic contract ending with one area of your life, but you are being invited to step up into the next. You're being called on a quest. This is like a double whammy. You know, I initially was thinking, wow, this is just so amazing. You're going to be cleansed, cleared. One contract has ended. That's over. How amazing. But yes, there is now a new quest. There is now a new purpose. There is now a new direction. There is now a new phase in your life. As I said, it's more than that. It's not like a new chapter of your life. It's like, let's now write the sequel. Let's now write the next book. This is really, really purposeful. There's a very clearly defined ending of one soul contract and the beginning of a new soul contract, a new quest, a new vision, a new pathway, a new commitment, and you are being cleansed to make this possible. Wow, is what I want to say. I mean, this is huge. I'm kind of want to really, really ask about the new quest. I'm like itching to kind of know a bit more about it on your behalf. May we kindly ask about the new quest? I sort of feel like the cleansing and the release of the old it is what it is. You know, it's time. It's time to move forwards. We have the Knight of Wands. This is time to move forwards. It's time for something to end. You know, so let's get ready for the new. With this card of the shaman, yeah, what journey are you now being guided to take? Let's see. Let's ask. May we please ask, kindly ask, for information about the new quest, the new direction for my pile threes. What is the new direction? What is the new quest? Okay. May we get information and guidance about the new quest. May we get information and guidance about the new quest, the new direction, what is coming. Do you know, it's really interesting. The cards are feeling much more free as they're flying out at this point. There's a looseness. It's as if something has been released, actually. I can literally feel there's a different energy in this pack. Now we're asking about the future quest. It's really, really interesting. Very, very fascinating. Let's pick these cards up, put these back, and you have, first of all, the card of justice. I mean, what this tells us is that the timing is completely right, this new quest. It does tell me that for some of you with justice, it could mean, literally, I've said a contract is ending. For some of you, part of your the sequel, the new book, could mean that you do literally legally sever some ties with some people. There could be you literally do complete a contract. You could be working for somebody and that contract ends and then you start a new contract. We have the Eight of Wands. This is moving forwards fast. Look at the triumphant energy of this figure here. So this is happening. It's happening fast. There are choices to make here. Okay. We've got the Seven of Cups. Wow. Gosh, the world is opening up for you. We have the Devil. We have the Six of Wheels. Look at the doors here. And we have the Three of Cups. For some of you, there could literally be, you could almost be finding a new soul family, a new level of soul connection with the Three of Cups. But yeah, your karmic connection to one kind of contract is absolutely finished. So the quest that you move forwards with is, it's going to feel right. You're going to feel passionate about it. You're going to feel... you're going to want to do this. This isn't a quest where you think, should I, shouldn't I? I'm not sure about this. This new journey is unfolding. It's unfolding fast. It's got a sense of freedom about it, a sense of liberation. The Devil card is a card that really does, if you think of the duality, both of which apply to you, I think, actually, my lovely pile threes, the duality of energy with the Devil is that, you know, this can indicate addictions, being tied and tangled to something, and it's an invitation to liberate ourselves through choice. So on some level, you are liberated from previous contractual arrangements, maybe even previous ways of behaving or approaching something, but this feels quite big. It can also indicate something that you really desire, that you have not felt able to really own. You know, something you've always wanted to do, but the sort of the contractual arrangements that you grew up with, the belief systems, the limitations that you grew up with, that you believed, the contract you made as a child, that you believed that this was the only way that you were allowed to do something, or you could never really have that. You know, it would be like following in the footsteps of your, you know, joining the family business when you always wanted to go off and do something completely different. Somehow your contractual arrangements end and you don't have to follow in the family business, and you know you don't, and you make a decision and you set forth on a completely different career pathway. I remember reading something, there was I think it was it was described as somebody, she was 90 something years young, I believe, and she just completed her degree. And when she was a child, Women didn't go to university and women didn't do degrees. And at 90 something, I forget, 90 something young, she did this degree. She followed her calling, she followed her heart. And I thought, wow, I mean, this is so amazing. And this is about one contract that has, I'm not saying limited you, because maybe it was the right contract for you previously. But it's like your destiny, the pathway is turning, there's a new pathway. It is something that you deeply desire. With the Six of Wheels, these new doorways are opening. This is a gift. You know, this is you feeling so like this is what I want. And it's like the universe is now offering you, giving you this new gateway. A new gateway, a new doorway is opening. It is loaded with fruition, loaded with just loveliness, desire, joy. The Three of Cups, it could even be like finding a new spiritual family, a new community of people even. Perhaps you were brought up to believe that you couldn't hang out with those people because they're not right for, this isn't what we do, and actually now it is, because that's what you want. But there is a new quest for you. It is a whole new book to be written. And you are being cleansed of the past so that you are free to embrace the new. What I see here is, it's like, wow, you're going to love it. You know, this is so loaded with what you really, really desire. But the joy is that you are being cleansed in order to fully, fully embrace it, to not have any residue of the past remaining. And this is what we are seeing in May for you, my beautiful pile threes. This is amazing. Pile 3, I am sending you the biggest hug ever. I'm sending you all the love in the world. Do keep me posted. Tons of love. I'd love to know what is opening up for you. Some of you will know about this. You'll know what's coming. You'll be working at this, and this is the turning point for you this month. Others will be, I think most of you actually will probably know what this is, but for others it will be something that comes into your world and opens up for you. However we look at it, this is really, really, really exciting, and it feels like such a blessing. It's the cleansing that really is so important, because it's the cleansing that enables you to fully embrace and own what you really, really desire. Pile 3, thank you so much for commenting. Thank you to all of you who give back through the super thanks in the comments, and to those of you who donate, and those of you who donate through the YouTube members area, thank you, and those of you who connect through Patreon and give back to the channel that way. I'm truly, truly honoured to be connected with you all, and thank you for your extra donations. All of you, thank you for being here, and thank you for liking and sharing, and of course for subscribing. All of these things help me to continue to put free stuff into the world and support the channel. So tons of love to you all.